conversations leading to universal consciousness. It's the type of stuff I'm into, right? Make sure you tune in. Let's go.
I am completely devastated. My heart hurts all the way, and I cannot believe last night was really real. I cannot believe last night was really real. When I tell you, I tossed and turned last night like I lost a best friend, like my family pet died. I could not I could not just fall asleep. My mind could not stop racing. The thoughts streaming through my head would not cease. I cannot believe this is my current reality. I am in total and complete denial. I'm ready for somebody to pinch me. I'm ready to wake up. I'm ready for reality to set in and for two presidential candidates that are actually worth a damn to be at that podium next time there's a debate. I'm at a loss for words. There is nothing that was said that I'm like, oh, but did you hit? No, I'm not proud of anything that was said. I was embarrassed. I felt like I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and there were two beautiful African American females that were attorneys and doctors fussing and fighting at each other. Like, I was so embarrassed for my entire country last night. And not only was I embarrassed because of the debate, I was embarrassed because of the coverage of the debate. The afterthoughts, all of the media attention that it received afterwards, and everyone sitting down and having live conversations. I was embarrassed for the fact that, y'all are journalists. Y'all went to school for this. TaylaAndre has a political science degree. A little old bachelor's political science degree. 75% from Birmingham Southern, 25% from Pine Manor. I feel like I went from a 4-year institution to a community college. That's my personal feelings about my schools. But a bachelor's degree. These people went to school for journalism. These people went to school for communication. These people can put together a sentence, a paragraph, that I will not be able to do it. That is not my strong point. I know your weaknesses, own them, move forward. Are they not thinking things? None of those journalists had any questions. Were they coached? Like, nobody had questions about, like... And the questions that were asked, were you serious? Was there anything, the African American community, the urban cities, the inner cities, was anything actually said yesterday? Anything? Hillary Clinton got to answer questions about email servers, about cyber attacks? Are you freaking kidding me? You shouldn't even be allowed to answer a damn question about cyber nothing. She shouldn't be allowed to answer a Snapchat question, answer a YouTube question. She shouldn't be able to answer nothing about a social media, let alone security. I'm so embarrassed for my country. I'm so embarrassed that this is real life. Well, Tayla, you can't, this is your country, you can't be disrespectful. Guess what? There are people that went overseas and died for me to be disrespectful in order for me to speak my truth in the way that I feel regarding my country. I just want to make America great again. Both of them are freaking idiots. Do I want to stick my finger in the top socket or the bottom socket? That's the only option. There ain't no damn option. Well, the DNC found that you were hating on Bernie. Was that a real? Words matter. And when I wanted both of them to shut the hell up. I wanted somebody. Is there any solution? This ain't real life. This can't be life. It gotta be more. Where Jay-Z at? I'm ready to vote for Kanye. This cannot be real life. And the fact is not that Hillary is a better candidate than Donald? Does she have more experience? And he couldn't even get his words together. I felt like I could have ran for president. I felt like, based on his vocabulary, based on his understanding of the world, I felt like I could have ran for president. It could have been me and Hillary Clinton. I feel like millions of Americans feel the same way. Damn, like I could run for president, huh? Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe now, it was a question that was asked last night to one of the commentators, the chick that looked like Phineas and Ferb. She asked the question whether or not we can look forward to presidential candidates in the future having absolutely no experience. Is this now going to be, the catalyst for the everyman? Hopefully you learned that in school about the everyman, the representative that is out here for every man, not the one that makes millions of dollars, not the one that's a business owner, not the one, like the everyman that wakes up, goes to work, goes to school, has a family, has student loans to pay. Maybe, in God's perfect order, I can't even get my words together. I don't feel nothing. I can't. And I know I'm not the only one. I know them babies are out there like, did I just waste my time watching this thing? Like, I could have watched Love and Hip Hop. And y'all know I don't do reality TV. I could have watched Love and Hip Hop last night. I could have watched Atlanta Housewives. What's the other one with the doctors that be fussing and fighting at each other? Caddy, MD, what? I could have watched that. We have a call on the line, 617-282-0062. The Rise and Polly Alive.
Good rise, Tayla.
What's going on, baby?
Oh my God. You could have ran. Hillary didn't even have to be up there. You could have been up there. It was funny. He was just slobbering all over the words. She made him real thirsty. Just sipping that water like it was no tomorrow. And then she checked him real quick. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
It wasn't beautiful. It wasn't. It was embarrassing. It was so hurtful to my soul. No, just the whole thing was embarrassing. Like her facial expressions and her, like she was, I was not satisfied at anything. I wasn't satisfied at the questions being asked. I wasn't satisfied at the fact that both Hillary and Trump just ran over. Like, no. Well, that's our time. We have to go to the next question now. But let me answer this. And then each one of them would go for another 2 minutes. Like, what are you doing? You're a moderator. I do a better job at the Strand Theater. No, baby. I understand your question, but we have to move on to the next. I do better at Big Set. How much did you get paid last night to shut them the hell off and ask the next question? Well, we didn't get to all the questions because you didn't do your job.
He was supposed to take over and like refuse to be times up. But oh man, it was vicious, Taylor. It looked like Donald was getting upset. It just I felt that. And I'm all like, oh yeah. He gets thirsty, his mouth is dry. Did you hear him when he was breathing through his nose like that? He would talk and go, and then stop talking again, and then go, like he was trying to catch his breath. It was crazy.
So the only time that I actually had a reaction during the debate is when Hillary was talking and Donald said, wrong. I was like, this is middle school right now. This is absolutely middle school. And then you could tell that both of them were being coached to like shut the hell up. Both of them were being coached like, nah, you're doing the most right now. Just keep it low. Like, I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. We have other callers, baby. Hold on. Let me just let you talk for another 5 minutes and not say a damn thing and repeat the same thing you just said 5 minutes ago. Let me go ahead and be like Lester. I'm so done. I'm done. Have a wonderful day, baby. Good rise and call you live.
If you Google the 14 worst presidents, there are people that were less qualified than Hillary who won. The problem with this country is we have a short memory. Like, you can Google it. There's a guy, the famous actor, and he does a series about American unforgotten history. And another thing that I noticed is people are kind of stupid in this country. If you repeat something a lot on TV, people are like, Hillary's untrustworthy. Every politician is like
Untrustworthy.
Most politicians, out of 100 things that they say, probably maybe 40% might be true. He is not the only one, but if he's saying something on TV, then everyone repeats it, and they ask him, well, what has he
I hate them equally.
or what has he did specifically that you don't like? And most people can't repeat anything. Now, myself, I don't like the fact how she ripped off Haiti. Like, I can list 5, 6 things I don't like about it, but when I look at the alternative, it's clear there's a big difference. It's almost like Donald Trump to Hillary is like comparing your high school football team to the worst team in the NFL. Yeah, it's a but they'll beat every high school team in this country. So you do have a choice. It might not be the greatest, but to say that there's not a choice, there is. Like, I wanted Bernie win, but it's sorry, it didn't happen. But there's clearly one person leading not well with the nuclear code.
Baby, you want to be shot or you want to be stabbed? Which one you want? You want to die slow or you want to die fast?
Okay, Tayla, I think a lot of people don't understand how all this works. No president can just do whatever they want. There's a thing called
checks and balances.
However, Donald Trump can do things that can drastically change the course of mankind, I truly believe. But I would strongly recommend everyone stop saying they're going to vote for Jill and that other dude, the libertarian. Like, any vote not for him is a vote for Trump. I mean, I think folks need to keep things in perspective.
Well, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day today. I'm not happy. I'm not content. I understand. Happy birthday, Aretha. Aretha's on Facebook Live talking about something. It's my birthday, Tayla. Happy birthday. Good rising to everybody that is just tuning in on the lives. Facebook Live, TaylaAndre, or the YouTube Live. And that's also TaylaAndre. Air Force Colonel charged with rape, adultery, and photographing his genitals while dressed in uniform is found dead in an apparent suicide. Police in Colorado Springs were called to the home of Colonel Eugene Courtney Sunday after getting reports of a suicide. The former vice commander of Schriever Air Force Base, 50th Space Wing, was charged in January with rape, assault, and adultery, along with other crimes. I didn't know adultery was an actual crime in some states. Rape allegations stem from the late 2014 incident where prosecutors alleged that Courtney raped a woman, holding her against the wall and the floor. He was also charged with taking obscene selfies that saw him photograph his genitalia while in uniform and seated in his office. The 23-year-old Air Force veteran was a survivor of September 11 attacks on the Pentagon. His court-martial was scheduled for October 17th, and he faced a maximum sentence of life in prison. You should have thought about that before you took that woman's innocence against her will. And as long as you guys have been following me, you know all those stories keep circulating over and over again. And what's the baby's name? It's not Laretha, because I know Laretha's birthday just popped up. It's not Lucretia. I can't think of the baby's name right now, but she was found dead. She was found sodomized. She was found with a bullet in her, and they called it suicide. She was found with her genitals all types of mutilated, and they still named it a homicide. Her daddy is still fighting for her. So don't think for 5 seconds that I'm just going to leave that there because I have a lot to say. Leaked FBI documents show that more than 7,000 terrorist encounters occurred within the U.S. in a year, and states bordering Mexico were mostly targeted. Sensitive FBI data revealed that 7,712 terrorist encounters occurred in a year. The data shows that incidents happened mostly near the U.S. border states. Most incidents took place in Phoenix, Arizona. The documents show one page containing a map indicates the majority of the encounters in Arizona were Islamic known or suspected terrorism with Sunni and Shia groups. Keith Scott was carrying a stolen gun, police say, and his wife filed for a restraining order against him, saying he was armed, violent, and had threatened to kill her. So Keith Scott's gun had been reported stolen, authorities said on Monday. A breaking and entering suspect told officials he sold him the gun. His wife, Rakia, got a restraining order in October of last year, records show. She wrote he carries a 9mm black, and she said he hit her and a child. Scott, 43, was shot and killed Tuesday after a confrontation with Charlotte, North Carolina police. You already know we're going to follow the story. Good rising, Tanya. Love you, baby. Really quickly, Dallas police officers in a crisis as dozens of officers suddenly retire early so they can get their pensions before the fund runs out. Trustees for the city's police pension fund made disastrous investments in high-risk property developments that had to be written down. It's feared that the pension fund could run out of cash within the next 15 years. Veteran officers who decided to retire pulled their cash out and dwindled the pension even more. Five of the city's officers were killed by a sniper during a rally in July, and that's what prompted a lot of officers to go ahead and say, listen, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Not only are they killing folks, but I can't even get my pension. I'm good. I'm gone. Cops killed a disgruntled lawyer who was dressed in Nazi paraphernalia when he shot 9 people with a revolver at a Houston strip mall after filling up his Porsche with weapons. So 9 people were shot at a strip mall in Houston on Monday evening. The gunman was shot by police officers and later died at the scene. He was identified as Nathan DeSanai, a disgruntled lawyer having problems at his Houston-based law firm McDaniels & Sinai LLP. He was armed with a pistol and a Tommy gun. The hell you get a Tommy gun with 2,500 rounds of ammunition? Officers also believe to have found Nazi material in his Porsche. Former clients slammed the firm on Yelp for being unprofessional and claimed they had been overcharged. One female customer accused DeSanai of asking her out during a meeting. In Tennessee, where's V from Tennessee? A man wrongly imprisoned says that money awarded to him is not enough. And I am so glad, because they are so quick to go ahead and throw them a couple of dollars and say, oh, I'm sorry we took away your whole life, your ability to have a livelihood, your ability to have a wife and children and everything else. Oh, yeah, and now you have no idea what technology is. Welcome to the real world. Here goes $2 million. And that's high. That's high. That's on the high end. Clark McMillan, 59 years old, of Memphis, Tennessee, was wrongly convicted for the robbery and rape of a 16-year-old girl back in 1980 and 2002. DNA evidence cleared him of that and released him from prison. While he was awarded over $800,000, he says that has not been enough. Because of his imprisonment, McMillan has not been able to build job skills or a career, my livelihood. I'm treated like I should have been glad to have gotten out of something, McMillan says. There has been nothing to cover job training, placement, medical care, post-traumatic stress. Help me restore my dignity so I can get a job. My compensation is controlled by the state, and they dictate what my life is worth. In 2004, McMillan was awarded $832,950 to compensate him for his time in prison after state lawmakers passed legislation allowing for such awards. What do you mean state legislation state lawmakers passed legislation allowing for such awards? I should be rewarded in every means, in every sense. I should never have to pay for health care. Like, I should be treated like a veteran because I was a civilian that was locked up I was a prisoner of war. How about that? I was a prisoner of war when you were locking up black men in the 80s for no reason, giving everybody death sentences, 25 years, 35 years for dumb stuff. $800,000 wasn't enough. They were going to have to give me $800 million because that's where we starting off at. We might end at $250 million, but we're going to start off at $800 million. Tayla, you crazy. They don't have that type of money. You're going to learn today not to just lock up people and take away their livelihood. A video shows a Georgia deputy using a taser on an unresisting black man from behind. I'll go ahead and I'll post it. I want to give a huge shout out to MediaBlackoutusa.com, who always has the realest news. The video shows a black man standing up against the wall at Richmond County, Georgia jail with his hands behind his back before deputies use a taser on him, directly contradicts a police report that stated that the man had become combative. You can see the picture. Like, he's standing up against the wall, face pressed on the damn wall, hands behind his back, and the guy's over here just aiming a damn taser on him and lying on paper. Sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you think that it's only a southern thing, huh? Deputy Police Chief on leave with evidence of a scandal in Braintree, Massachusetts. You just keep thinking that this is a southern thing, that we don't have these problems here, because all these politicians keep filling
In
their
a matter
mind.
of days, the top two police officers in Braintree will be
All
off
these
the job in the
politicians keep
wake of
making
an
you believe,
evidence
like, oh, you
scandal.
should be
Chief
happy.
Russell Jenkins
There's
will
nothing going
retire
on
October
here in
7th.
Boston. There's
Now,
nothing going
Deputy
on in
Chief Wayne
Massachusetts.
Foster is being
Didn't we just
forced to
have the
hand over
Vermont,
his badge. His
Maine or
lawyer says a
Vermont
letter stating
governor
he is now on paid administrative
coming
leave
out of
was
the side of
delivered
his
Monday
throat
morning.
with
The
racist
reason,
remarks?
the
Don't
results
think
of an
that this is
audit
just
that
a
showed
southern thing.
hundreds of
The
thousands of
deputy
dollars in
police chief
cash,
of Braintree,
dozens of
Massachusetts, has
guns,
been
and
placed on
thousands of
paid
drug
administrative
samples
leave. He's
missing
still
from
getting
the
paid,
department's evidence room.
following
which have
evidence
nothing
from
to
a
do with
scandal. So
Deputy
they
Chief
have the
Foster.
evidence, but he's
In
still
fact,
on paid
deputies brought to
administrative leave.
light to the chief that there were problems at the evidence room.
Deputy Chief
27
Wayne
drug
Foster's
cases were
attorney,
tossed as a
David
result
Hines,
of that
confirmed
audit.
to
We asked
reports
Mayor
that
Joseph
Foster was
Sullivan
served
about the
papers on Monday
investigation that
Rising.
now
Hines said
involves
the
the
papers
Attorney
cited
General
the
and state police.
recent
And on Monday
results of
night,
a
we
police
asked him
audit.
about
In the audit,
Foster's
it was
leave.
found that
He said he couldn't comment, saying
4,709
it's a
pieces of
personnel matter.
narcotic evidence was missing. More
The
than
deputy chief
60
being
guns were
placed on
unaccounted
administrative
for. More
leave,
than
there's no
$400,000 in cash
legal
seized
basis for
from
him doing
criminals
that
was
at all.
also missing. As a result,
And
a
what the
couple
mayor has
dozen drug
decided to
cases have
do
been
is
thrown
to
out.
overstep his bounds and to look
Reports
for
as
pickup.
Braintree
As
Mayor
far as
Joseph
who
Sullivan
will
about the
serve as
investigation, which
interim
now
chief
involves
here
the
in
Attorney
Braintree,
General
the
and
mayor
Massachusetts
says
State
that that
Police.
is
And he
still
said he had
in the
no
works.
comment.
Reporting
When
in
reports
Braintree,
asked Sullivan
Massachusetts,
about
Alicia
Foster's
Rodriguez,
leave, he said
NECA.
that he couldn't comment. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Just last week, Police Chief Russell Jenkins announced that he would be retiring on October 7th. I wonder, does he have anything to do with that money missing? $400,000 missing, 60 guns missing, 4,709 pieces of narcotic evidence missing, and cases thrown out. Braintree, Massachusetts. While y'all over here talking about something, it's just a southern thing. So the last caller that called was talking about Killary. And following last night's debate, I just wanted to remind you that while we are voting for the lesser of two evils, I really wish Bernie would come out of nowhere and say, just write me in. I just wish he would come and say, write me in. But I have this thought, really quickly. I have this thought, because I like House of Cards. I love House of Cards. I watch how Claire and Francis just bully everybody and make people do things and bend to their will. And then you watch Scandal and you see how, like, the theatrical version of what goes on in politics. And I'm like, I see some truth. I see some facts. And I see what could have happened. Do you guys remember in one of the Scandal episodes, it was one of the politicians, was a good guy. He wanted to run for office, and they were like, listen, because of what happened back in 76, you can't run for office. So we're going to go ahead and set this little thing up, and you're going to bow out gracefully. Like, I feel like that's what they did to Bernie. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. But y'all keep freaking forgetting who Hillary is. And I understand the lesser of two evils. And I understand that we, quote unquote, don't have any choices, even though this is supposed to be a democracy. Oh, I'm sorry. We are a republic. How could I forget? Y'all forgot who the hell Hillary is. You forgot that little smiling faces. You forgot that history. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Dr. Randy Short. And I'm going to have Dr. Randy Short remind you, because today we are talking about Haitians against Killary. Good rising, Dr. Randy. How are you? Dr. Randy, you're live. Did I make you fall asleep? Dr. Randy, can you hear me? We might have to call him back. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this No Dapple. I'm gonna go ahead and get Dr. Randy on the line because he was there 5 seconds ago. So this song is by Stuart James. Stuart James was putting on, or is putting on, for the hashtag No Dapple, DAPL, and I stand in solidarity with Standing Rock and all that they're out there protesting and fighting for. And for those who don't know, they're protesting the fact that our government is damn near allowing treaty land, peace treaty land, native land to be used and bulldozed over simply for an oil pipe. So if you don't know now, you know. This is Stuart James, Stuart James 365 on Twitter, and you can find him on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere else. Hashtag No Dapple.
It is right now with us, with the water situation, is because anything could happen, and it's like, what if they come in and try to take us off, and besides that, everybody should have water. I mean, God gave it to the land, and we have a right to it. He didn't give it to the United States government. We've got a bigger point than that. We're saying, we're talking about law. We're talking about respect as a people. Respecting a people.
Hold on, my love, hold on.
About more than poverty. We're talking about honor. We're saying, you've never dealt with us honorably, United States, ever. And it's time that you start doing so, because we're not going to allow it to continue. We can't. Problems for the Indian people are within the United States government. The problem that we're having is the federal government is allowing the state government to break a treaty that was signed between the Indians and the Indian people and the federal government. That treaty is a law. We're talking about things like this. We're talking about, if we're free, we want the right to make our own decisions. We don't want the great white father image anymore looking down on us, making the decision for us. And we're concerned about people, the reservation people, people on the reservations that are being forced to assimilate or die out. We're worried about things like our language and our culture. And we want this on our own terms. We don't want it. We don't want to be able to hang on to it because the federal government says we can keep this much and we can keep that much. It's part of us. We want it all.
My people been fighting before I was born. I light up this sacred before I record. They're coming in from the treaties before. This time around we won't take it no more. Wanna find us, we'll be standing with our fists tight. Trying to kill us off, they don't never have it this time. Wanna find us, we'll be standing with our fists tight. Trying to kill us off, they don't never have it this time. Let me paint a picture that can wash away the ignorance. Play it through the speakers just to make sure that they listen. And we treated like prisoners in this country that we living in. Everything is fine to the throne that we swimming in. Companies are acting like this cure is unlimited. Ignore repercussions just cause they don't have to live with it. Let me come and dig a hole up in your front yard. Guaranteed it won't be long before this cop car. They saying that we hostile cause we chose to make a stand. When the oil starts to spill, then it will desecrate the land. These companies don't care because it's all part of the plan. 7th generation, man, the future's in our hands. The reason that we fighting is because this is a lifeline. Looking at these workers screwing up you in your pipeline. They don't care about the women, they don't care about the children. So what would make you think that they will care about your feelings? They trying to pay us off, trying to rob us with these royalties. I went down before I let my knees suffer from an oil leak. They don't realize the chemical beneath the soil weak. Then it won't be long for the grass turns brown and the rivers turn black. Rivers turn black, so leave it in the ground, pack it up and turn back. This ain't about economy, this ain't about race. This ain't about the money or another court case. The one that gives us life, we get in and go to waste. They call us protesters, but they don't understand we defenders and protectors. Praying that your conscience will watch us and protect us. The government is hoping that we give them and surrender. They hate to see our native nations gathering together. This is more than just a story, this will always be remembered. We got the whole world watching, we don't need CNN, we don't need Fox News, we'll be fighting till the end. When's the last time this country honored a treaty? Our children go to summer while the high-class kids go to school and eat the Wheaties. If this line gets finished, then our water will be ruined. The general population never saw us as a human. Obama said that he would help us out, but where they at though? They want us all gone, man.
Dr. Short, when you get a chance, can you call back 617-282-0062? We had you on the line. I don't know what happened or when we got disconnected, but again, 617-282-0062, and I'll pull you up as soon as I see your number. Facebook, I'm going to close you guys because I gotta get these, never mind. We finna figure this out. He was on the phone. I think he really fell asleep though. Shout out to everybody who's listening right now. Shout out to everybody who is tuning in. That is Stuart James, hashtag no dabble. So I don't know, what happened to Dr. Randy Short. We're gonna keep the phone lines open for him to go ahead and call in. But if you want to talk about last night, if you want to talk about Killary, you want to talk about Trump, you want to talk about this nonsensical nonsense, this foolery that's going on in our country right now, 617-282-0062, because I am so disappointed. I'm so disgusted, and Ronald said, "Ha, better get that coffee." Haitian American here. Hello, hello. B from Tennessee. All I can say is that we are literally questioning, and Trump is giving pushback about whether or not stop and frisk is constitutional or not, because Trump is feeding people that judge is anti-police. That's scary. We don't need stop and frisk. They will target us even more. That's the reason enough to vote. Intelligent people actually pay attention to what Trump says. Good rising, good rising. 59% of Trump supporters are not educated, uneducated white males. So no, I say intelligent people hear what he says, but knows he is a consistent, unpredictable liar. I got a video to post for y'all. Go ahead and post it. Down with Killary. You can write any name, and I know you can write any name, and shout out to Charles Clemens Muhammad. I know you can write any name in. I'm well aware of that, but I want Bernie to come out and say, listen, gotcha, write my name in really quickly, really fast, because I think the only one who has it that could be either one of those is Bernie, because people are so fed up. I even think some of the Trump supporters that really don't like Trump, but they don't like Hillary either, I think they would go ahead and write in a Bernie. I need something. Give me a reason, because I'm about to leave. I heard Canada was nice. I totally understand the fact that Hillary is not a good choice, but we literally have less than 2 months to decide. Let's be smart, y'all. Please, you can write Bernie in, and a lot of people will, and that will scatter the vote. But let me tell you, dumb Trump has a solid base that is not going anywhere. From what I'm seeing and hearing, get ready to address him as President of the United States, Donald Trump, and because we need to be careful, folks. Rick Alex, good rising, said, I have a strong feeling Bill will be running things in the background. You are crazy. Hold on, pause, though. Because Hillary, if you look at some of the old clips from back in the day, Hillary was running things from the get-go. From the jump. It was Hillary all day. Good rising, good rising. Hey, Tati Lori. Y'all just need to be mindful. Vote for who you want to vote for. Your ancestors died so you could vote. Not so you could vote who everybody wants you to vote for, just so you could vote. So your voice, your opinion mattered not. Because we don't elect presidents. I'm so frustrated, y'all. I'm so frustrated. And I watched the debate and my heart sunk. And I could not believe that I was watching my country's two candidates that one of them will become president. One of them, and that, what was that? The final question? Would you support the other? Would you support the other if one becomes president? Please save us. Please save us. I feel like World War III is right around the corner. And I didn't even say this. Anari said it last night because I wanted the children to watch the presidential debate. I wanted them to be mindful. I wanted them to, this is historic, and I wanted them to see it with their own two eyes, not listening to it over the radio with somebody else's. I wanted for them to see it, for them to understand what was going on. And when I tell you, my daughter was like, I'm going to bed. Mommy, I'm going to bed. And then I was like, this is ridiculous. Both of them are going to start World War III. And You know, we debate on everything, good or bad. I love being devil's advocate. I couldn't even be devil's advocate yesterday. It was like, you know, the 13-year-old even knows World War III's down the street. 617-282-0062. We just heard Trump say the fact that he has avoided paying federal taxes and that makes him smart. If you want me to be honest, as far as that one comment is concerned, he actually is smart. The fact that Val Beats actually made a comment the other day about how Donald Trump is making money off of this candidacy. Like, he's making bank. He's paying himself. He's reimbursing himself. We, the United States citizens, are paying. Like, it just. And with the Federal Reserves not being federal, being as Federal Express, Trump might be onto something in that one regard, as far as not paying taxes. I don't think a lot of Americans, no taxation without representation. Where's my representation? Ain't nobody representing me. My representation is not here. So what am I being taxed for? At all. I think, if anything, maybe that's the route we need to go as far as seeking solutions and getting answers. No taxation without representation. I'm not being represented anywhere. I wasn't represented on that stage. I wasn't represented in the crowd. I wasn't represented in the news reporters that were reporting on the nonsense that was happening on the stage. There was no representation. There wasn't even a conversation about me during that debate. At all. You know, because I came from Flint, and I came from Detroit. You know, I saw black people. What does that mean? Neither one of them addressed anything. 617-282-0062. Y'all can have the floor. Y'all can have the microphone. Because I have nothing else to say. Verizon calling you live.
Very, hello?
You're live. We can hear you.
Very happy that you spent time and watched the debate last night because of patriotism. I got a question for you. Last night, did you see any third party here?
I absolutely did not, but nor did I see a third party throughout the last year and a half that we had over 30 independent candidates. So at no point in time did I ever see any third party anywhere within this election.
So now we're on the same page. It's only two people. It's either Trump or Clinton, right?
Continue.
Okay, so let me get to my point now. People, we need to register to vote because the last night it tells me one thing. If Donald Trump ends up being into this office, we are done. So,
And the thing people don't fucking understand is if Hillary get in the office, we done too.
and then at the end of the day, don't call it representation and crime because that's what's going to happen. We need to mobilize ourselves and register to vote. Because it's either we like Hillary Clinton or we check Trump. With Trump, we will not have a stick to hold on to. So my conclusion is that let's mobilize our people to get this. Let's have Hillary Clinton become the next president. That's what I have to say. So thank you for taking some time to watch the debate. I did as well. I appreciate this show. Just keep on that good job.
Thank you, baby. Love and appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day. And I already know. My inbox gets it. My Twitter gets it. My Instagram gets it. I get people attacking me every day, all day long, talking about something. If you're not for Hillary, then you're for Trump. I'm not for either one of these fools. I'm not. Tayla, did you see a third-party candidate on the stage? I sure did not. Nor did I see a third-party candidate be represented at any point in time throughout this entire election. Throughout this entire, there was never any coverage on the third party. And back 30 years ago, when TaylaAndre was 3 years old, 30 years ago, we had over 50 individual corporations that owned the media, that owned the networks, that owned television, radio, newspaper, social media, if there was a such thing back in the day. 50 50 independent thinkers, 50 collaborative individuals that wanted their own agenda pushed. That was 50 different agendas. Today in 2016, we have 6 corporations that run everything from your television to your radio to your newspapers to your social media. Anything that enters your ear gates or your eye gates is ran by 6 individuals. 6. So when you already know that the media is bought and paid for, when you already know that you're not going to see anybody, you're not going to see a third candidate because they don't want a third candidate. But all these checks and balances that were put in and we the people, and for what? For what? I keep seeing this news article circulating on social media. Don't believe all the memes, y'all. I need y'all to do your due diligence. If you read a meme, go ahead and Google it and do a little surface reading. At least surface reading, because half of the time, y'all reading these damn memes thinking it's truth and it's not. I fell for the okie doke with the Boston police officer that was located in Evanston. A Boston police shot somebody in Evanston, Boston. Hold on, pause. What? Where that at? 617-282-0062. Good rising, call you live. I'm super fantastic. How are you?
I am very well, thank you. Tayla, I want to tell you first and foremost, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I had a wonderful day with Motivation Monday yesterday. So on that note, I must say this morning for the caller who insisting of for the audience or ourselves to pick one of the best of the evil, F you. What's going on around you? I F you for not seeking the truth. F you for not understanding. For many years, you're still not seeing the light of this country we call our country. It's been monopolizing us by choices, giving always either hot dogs or hamburgers, and we keep feeding ourselves what they want us to feed us. F you for choosing your right to pick who you want to pick. But it is not acceptable to allow your opinion to emphasize that we choose the best of the best people. Now, as I speak, I was waiting for Dr. Short. I hope he gets on the radio. I am a native-born Haitian, and you want me to accept Killary as president after all she has done to my native land. That's you for not understanding. Now, for those of you who probably tune in this Tuesday morning, I realize FU is what it means. But if you missed Motivation Monday, I had tweeted for you guys. It means I forgive you. That's our new word. I forgive those of you who do not understand what happened last night. Well, Donald Trump is an idiot for one thing I know for sure last night. He had the opportunity to pin down that Killary, and he missed the opportunity every single time because he was too busy counting his money and being ignorant himself, talking about himself. This man had the opportunity to put Hillary against the wall. You mean to tell me he didn't even do his diligence to realize he could have pinned her for all the wrongdoing that she has done to this damn place? But of course he can't, because it's all about, he thinks his money can buy. You know what I think about Donald Trump sometimes? Tayla, every time I see that man, I think about that wrestler back in the day, Ted DiBiase. Everybody got a price. Just come on, everybody got a price. And that's what he's doing. You all have a price. I done to say F you all this morning for not understanding what Taylor's talking about. And I hope that after this damn November, Bernie Sanders still write his name somewhere. Thank you very much for taking my call. And thank F you, Tayla.
I forgive you too, my love. I forgive you. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. And he's absolutely right. If you don't understand why he's saying F y'all, because yesterday for Motivational Monday, we went ahead and we played a clip from a pastor who was in church talking about the new word of the day is forgiveness. So I need you to call up your ex and say, F you. Well, my mama don't like you. Well, F your mama too. So the F you is actually forgive you. I forgive you for what you know. So for the things you don't know, you know not what you do. And I think one of the things that we don't understand is we live in America. And in America, we have more freedoms than most of the countries in the world. And if we utilized our freedom properly, if we the people utilized our freedom properly, we would understand that we have more power than you could ever imagine. Ever imagine. If all the people that are frustrated with Trump and frustrated with Hillary wrote in Bernie, do you know where we could be? We do. We have the power. I got the power. I know my power. I know my power as a registered voter. I know my power as just a thinking being and a cognitive. Are you guys awake? You don't have to choose the lesser of two evils, and we're so brainwashed we think we only have two options. Nah, boo, there's a brisket over that fence. So you could either eat this hamburger or this hot dog, or you could go ahead and say, you know what, I'm finna leave this party. I'm about to walk out this door. I'm about to go to the neighbor's house, and I'm about to have dinner with the neighbor because I've been invited over there. I already know the food over here is poison. At any time I could leave. But I don't want to leave. We don't want to leave. We don't want to do our due diligence. We don't want to read. We don't want to get educated. And we don't want to face the fact that we have choices, but we're not paying attention. There are 30 independent candidates. Tayla was an independent candidate on the stage. No, they were not. Nor did they ever get an ounce of media coverage. You don't think that's bias? I think every single last one of these media personalities need to have all their credentials need to be revoked. When you can't even ask hard-hitting questions, when you can't even sit here and say with your real, like, why did you want to become a truth teller? Because that's what journalists do. Investigative journalists go down and seek the truth so they can go ahead and expose whatever it is that's not there on the surface. That's what you went to school for. So why, hey, everybody got a price. I answer my own question. If it ain't about the money, where Miss G at? We got work to do. Reggie B, work to do. We have work to do. And I want y'all to wake up and understand you do have an option. You do have an option. You do have an option. And it's not just y'all. It's the entire country that has an option. But yet we are so brainwashed that we really don't understand the power that we have. We do not get it. And there's no amount of talking I can do from 5 to 7, from 6 to 12, from 22 to 35. Like, there's nothing I can say that's going to make you realize that you have the power because you have been brainwashed over the last 30 years when we went from 50 corporations to 6. Charles Clement says, Bernie has a strong base. Remember the DNC had their finger on the scale. That debate was a joke. Jesus, take the wheel. Tyranny, tyranny, tyranny. I'm reading some of the comments currently on Facebook. Good rising. You saw the political theater at its finest. V from Tennessee said, it's the height of hypocrisy, especially if you're running for president. Avoiding paying taxes. Can't you go to jail for that? Hey, baby, depending on what loopholes and what attorneys you have, apparently not. And apparently not. You don't go to jail when you sit in front of the congressional. Hillary ain't in jail. Trump ain't in jail. I should have ran for president. Rick said, this reminds me of the movie The Matrix. We're really just batteries, and batteries that just fall in line. Brendan, good rising T. Why did the question on race relations turn into Law and Order? Thank you. The race relation question was one question that got turned into something completely like sideways. And I feel like that was on purpose. Like, I really feel like that was called, like, both parties. I think both parties were guilty of that. Go ahead and let Donna, she didn't even answer the question. There were certain questions where Donna went on a tangent and she came back. She was like, hold on, but the real question was, and let me go ahead and answer this question. She ain't answered a question about that. He brought up the fact about super predators and you the reason that a lot of black men are in jail. She didn't even address that. And there was some truth that he was like, listen, what had happened back in the day was X, Y, Z, and I feel like he was trying to be, I'm not for Trump. I don't like Trump, and don't think, like, I know y'all be in my inbox like, Tayla, you must be for him. Because the way you bash Hillary, you sound like you're in support of Trump. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not in support of none of the foolery. None of it. I want to cry. Like, I really want to cry. Anari told me to get my money up because we finna move. Oh, isn't tax evasion a crime? No, but really, isn't it? Lucifer versus Satan. Do we want to be well done or toast? What people don't understand is that the Electoral College selects the president of their corporation, and popular vote never elects the president. Only the corporation does. Levon said, we are aware it's a selection process, but we are here and we are discussing it. At least some of us are aware. They did terrible things to the Haitian people. See, while all the talk about Trump questioning Obama's birther is you were distracted by not asking about both Trump and Clinton's citizenship, as they are both private citizens. The Haitian people are vulnerable back home. We know this, and the leaders continue to allow the cycle of vulnerability to continue in Haiti. I really wish that we could get Dr. His name just eluded me right now. I really wish we could get him on the line right now, because I want to talk about Haitians against Hillary. Actually, it's Haitians against Killary. Dr. Randy. So, I'm going to go ahead. Let me play this song really quickly. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to try and get Dr. Randy on the line, because I really, more than ever, want to discuss this. And there's facts. Like, Dr. Randy was coming with facts. He wasn't coming with his opinion. Dr. Randy is coming with facts and facts and facts and facts and some more facts. And then some more facts after that. And we have Jeff Simone, who's going to come back on, the Republican. We're going to go ahead, and I don't know who he's voting for, but we're going to talk to Jeff next week. We are going to cover this extensively. I need you guys to know that you do have a voice. You do have, like, popular vote doesn't choose presidents. You're absolutely right. So how about we just vote for each other, if that's the case? Does it really matter at this point? Because either way, corporations are going to get what the corporations want, and the little people, the everyman, isn't going to get a damn thing. We already know Hillary's bought and paid for. When, as far as like the bankers are concerned, the bankers in Wall Street love Hillary. I'm an Occupy Wall Street all dayer. And I don't understand how Occupy Wall Street even died when we gave billions away to banks. And if we would have given that money away to the American people, it would have been over $100,000 per head of household. $100,000 per head of household. I can't. I love you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Koss. Shout out to Prince Rich. I'm going to go ahead and play this old nasty song so I can get out my feelings real quick. Because I'm so disgusted.
I feel it. I feel it.
Gotta put my chains on this one, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Gotta get flashes, you gotta be flashing. Rich, where you at?
I feel it. Your love is crazy. I feel it.
She wanna
Hey, Ingrid!
I told her, bring a couple girls for rich, dumb, willis, and bang.
I feel it.
These girls really wanna get nasty, and I don't know none of their names. Wanna drink liquor, smoke good weed, but I'm gonna need a Gatorade. Concierge downstairs tripping about the music and the loud weed smoke. Sent down 100 and a bottle as a you better not snitch, no. Live fast, enjoy every moment, cause just last year.
How you doing, baby?
Orange Gatorade ain't my sobriety. Why I'm giving out backstrokes? Round one, round two, round three.
Yes,
No,
yes,
only get 2
yes.
weeks. No bull, that's really all you want from me. Your girl's at the door, please come me.
I know y'all want to talk about finger in the butt right now because as far as that song is concerned, but we have Dr. Randy Short on the line, and the first thing that I want to do is go ahead and address that Haitians against Killary. Good rising, Dr. Randy Short. How are you, my love?
I'm fine, and I don't know what happened with my phone.
You want to know what? We already knew that something was going to happen because that's why we got today and tomorrow. Remember that? We got both days in the calendar. So I'm good if you're good. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
It's very simple. Haitians have every reason to vote against
I look horrible today, boo.
Hillary Clinton, spelled with 3 Ks. She, as a Secretary of State, has taken advantage of Haiti at its most vulnerable point and its history as a nation, and has destroyed the country. It's worse than the French, the Spanish, the Americans. Anyone that's wanted to destroy Haiti as a society has suffered. I mean, there's nothing as bad as what Hillary's done. If you look at Hillary Clinton and what she's done in Haiti, one, you put Martelli in. I mean, a person who, under the Haitian Constitution, is not qualified to be president because he had American citizenship. So, you steal an election, you violate the Constitution, someone that you want. They've looted the country for every imaginable thing that they can. I mean, people stealing wood, or should I say they're looting the timber. They are now suffering from the rice farming's been attacked. That's not destroyed. I can go on and on. I mean, there's nothing that she hasn't done. 1/3 of the land, Haiti is losing land. I mean, they're taking the land, the actual land of the people. There's things like they're taking islands. There's an island where African Americans were taken by Abraham Lincoln. We're supposed to have dropped all the black Americans in Haiti and left them there. They're stealing this entire island and giving it for hotels, for resorts.
Dr. Randy Short, if you could for 5 seconds, I didn't read off your bio. For 5 seconds, could you tell the people or the listeners who you are and where you fit in Haitians against Killary?
Well, succinctly, I'm a person of Haitian descent, something I'm learning about. Going back quite a bit on both sides of my family. That's one. Number two, I think I'm a little well educated. I have 3 masters and a doctorate degree. I'm a human rights defender. And just a world traveler, a person that's very concerned about the condition of our people.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, my background is in history, and I do a lot of things. So it's research. I do a lot of commentary in international media via
He's never going to toot his own horn. Dr.
Al
Randy Short is a big
Alam,
deal.
or for that matter, Russia Today. And I guess if I had to give myself I've just been told that they're putting together a African American, Haitian American Partnership Association in Washington. And I've been told I'm going to be a part of that. So if I could say that just humbly, I'm a person that loves my people.
We never like to toot our own horns. For those who don't know, Dr. Randy Short is a really big deal, and we are lucky to have him on air with us today. I want to thank you for your time. And as far as Haitians against Killary, for those that are not Haitian or Haitian American, for those who do not understand what's going on in Haiti, can we have really quickly like a little history lesson on, you know, the before and after the Clinton Foundation, or before, during, after, or it's still during? So
before, Haiti has always been under attack by the United States since, I mean, always.
you're right.
The United
You're right,
States
V. You
was
absolutely
going
right.
broke in the early Republic period, sending food and weaponry to the French or whomever that were fighting to maintain or to try to retake what was once theirs. So and that went on from the period before Haiti became recognized as an independent country until the end of the Civil War, where the United States recognized Haiti once slavery, at least chattel slavery, was
Alex,
unconstitutional.
you already know I love
Then
you.
the United States recognized Haiti, but even after the United States recognized that Haiti existed, President Grant was looking to steal Haiti, annex Haiti, and make Haiti a place to dump African American people. So then, of course, later, from 1915 to that 1930, 31, there, and it's about a 15, the 20-year period, the United States invaded and occupied Haiti and killed and destroyed and created the forces that ruled Haiti for decades until the rise of Papa Doc, and then of course supported Papa Doc and Baby Doc, and then of course when the Haitian people finally were successful in having someone that they wanted, Aristide, then of course Aristide was forced out of power, and then there's so much pressure internationally, in particular within a solidarity movement with Haiti in the U.S. Aristide was brought back, and then Aristide was run out by the Bushes, and then, so there's always America meddling with Haiti, killing the pigs, taking aids to the island, destroying the hardwood. There's nothing that America won't do to hurt Haiti. Allowing the Dominicans in the 1930s to kill upwards of 40,000 Haitians and only having to pay $700,000 as indemnity. There's nothing that America's role has just been horrible. Aside from the fact that even during the time of Aristide, the Haitians were still paying an indemnity, a debt to France for getting their freedom. Even this, somehow the United States meddled. So then they get through all of this, and then they have this earthquake, which many believe was caused by the fracking that American-related, or if not foreign companies, had caused. America under Obama, whom a lot of people love. I happen to dislike Obama, and it's a long time. I went to Harvard the same 3 years as him. I've disliked him since 1988. Allowed thousands of Haitians to die in the ruins, denying aid, denying other countries the means to go in, except for Israel, for people to come and harvest organs. And with this earthquake, this so-called earthquake, this destruction of Haiti, Hillary Clinton and her husband and their foundation have found ways to enrich themselves at the expense of suffering Haitians. Billions of dollars collected, raping, killing, violating women, girls, men, shooting leaders, whether it is the UN or the Tom Recruits or other paramilitary people who are right-wing, who are against the Haitian people, there's always someone abroad stealing from that country or working with corrupt light skin or sub-out dark skin or whites or whatever ethnic group that gets things. And the Haitians have suffered this anew with Clinton coming in. Whatever's been bad that's ever happened in Haiti, they've made it worse. They've promised jobs, they've brought sweatshops, they've brought slavery with the check. If the people eat rice, and of course the rice now, they destroyed the rice crop of the Haitians. So Arkansas's rice growers in the Arkansas Delta can dump their cheap rice there. The Haitians who are earning maybe 60 cents an hour working to make everything that you sell in the stores and Walmart, were making 60 cents. Now it was cut to 30 cents. They promised to make 70,000 jobs, and maybe they only have 6,000 jobs. And they claim that they're doing all this manufacturing in Haiti to allow other sweatshops or unjust manufacturers use Haiti's tax-free status to circumvent providing jobs in Haiti, which aren't paying that much, for other places to dump goods in the United States. And it goes on and on. We need to deal with the fact that this gentleman named Martelli, who did not have the constitutional right to even run, that the Haitian people voted for someone that they wanted. And Hillary Clinton, with her crooked, vicious black aide named Miss Mills, they stole the election and gave the country a crackhead, a liar, a man who has such contempt for Haitian people that when a woman in a public meeting asked for water, mind you, when people were dying from cholera because UN soldiers were deliberately making bowel movements in the water that the people drank, which has killed tens of thousands, and the UN has admitted that they're responsible for these people dying. He told the woman that she had plenty of water because she had water in her mouth, and if he put his hands up her dress, she'd have water there too.
No. You're lying. You're lying. He did not say that.
Yes, he did. It's interesting how Hillary takes her men, isn't it?
Hold on. Could 5 seconds, Dr. Randy Short? My mind is completely blown by that statement. Is there anything can we find that fact? Can we find that in a newspaper? Can we find that in the media? Was that recorded?
I'm going to turn you to the one person, the protectress of Haiti, Attorney Azili Danto. Azili Danto. And she is the verifier for this. She has azilidanto.com. If people want to reach me, I will give you her information, and that will be my verifier. And by the way, my dear sister, Azili Danto, Attorney Danto, aside from being a dancer, a poet, a lawyer, and a humanitarian, is one of the few people trying to have clean water project for the people of Haiti. Someone who was the attorney early on to the first true populist leader, Bertrand Aristide, his didn't get it right, I know my sister can both vouch, verify, and defend.
And how do you spell her name?
Aceli, last name Danto. Google her and write her and ask her, is Dr. Short making these things up? Here's a man who performs in a G-string, does all kinds of stuff. He's a gentleman who is an artist. He made music. He used to, in fact, his name, Martelli's first name, or I should say Martelli, the name that he uses comes from one of the leaders of a Tantan Makut or Death Squad group that was killing people in Haiti. So you name yourself. Your first name comes in honor of a man who would torture and kill people. Fascinating. You couldn't be Hitler Obama or Hitler Trump or Hitler Clinton, and yet a person who's named himself for a known killer of Haitian people is who the Clintons forced on the people of Haiti.
Thank you so much for that clarification. For those that are just now tuning in, we are currently on the line with Dr. Randy Short. He is one of the representatives for Haitians Against Killary. We're having this conversation the day after, on the heels of the presidential debate, which was absolutely a joke. I got an email that said I did not watch the debate because I wasn't interested in watching Clown 1 and Clown 2 yell at each other all night. And I'm just...
Clown, she's more like a B word. And don't insult clowns, putting her next to that.
Lord,
However, I will say, sister, I watched the debate, and Donald Trump, whatever you want to call him, would have completely shut her down had he said Haiti or Haiti one time. And I'm in touch with people who are friends to Mr. Trump, and I've criticized them. I've done it on Twitter. Why not talk about Haiti? And Haiti is not unusual. Haiti is like West Papua, where Hillary Clinton has contributed as Secretary of State to making certain that black men, women, and children are destroyed in a genocide where the Indonesian government rapes, kills, destroys, and loots the people of West Papua. I was in Libya with the Honorable Cynthia McKinney, a friend of Haiti. And to this day, black women are being kept by the thousands in the prison, raped, tortured, beaten, killed, or released, scandalized to the point where many think about taking their lives because they've been ruined. Wherever Hillary Clinton goes, therein will be the rape and abuse of women and children. Let us remember that the Clintons brought us Rwanda and Congo. Let us remember that. Let us remember that Mrs. Clinton supported the removal of President Laurent Gbagbo and his wife Simone. Allegations are that the First Lady of Ivory Coast was abused by French soldiers in her home. And no one has said they're sorry for the First Lady, for the mother, for the queen of the nation to be violated in her home with the support of Mrs. Clinton. No one can vote. Anyone. As I learned, I'm going to tell you a quick one. My father died 5 years ago, September 9th. My father, when I was 4 years old, went to a black bookstore and I want you, if you're interested in freedom, if you're interested in being able to stand up, then you have to know where Haiti is and who Haitians are. And my father made us swear to him that we would always be respectful towards Haitian people for what they had done. You know, my father died not knowing that he was a descendant of Haitian people and had Haitian family. But I grew up knowing about Henri Christophe. I grew up knowing about Jean-Jacques Dessalines. I grew up knowing about Roberto. I grew up knowing about Toussaint Louverture. I grew up knowing that Haitian people fought and died for Black people's freedom. And it's so amazing that my father insisted that we learn French so we could speak to people. If we met Haitians, they would be able to communicate. And my father never knew. It was just the passion he had for people from Haiti. And he would tell us the stories when he went to school that people who were Haitian were mocked by some of the Black Americans who didn't know who they were and didn't know who Haitians were, and that he wanted to be different. And he didn't even know he was one of them. And in fact, we're all Haitian. Anyone in the diaspora that wants to be free is a Haitian. They're an African first, they're a Haitian second, and they're wherever they were dragged to, wherever the boat dropped them off third.
Dr. Randy Short, I have a really quick question because we came to the top of the hour. We will have more time tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. But, you know, going down the list of dirty laundry that Hillary has and the things that she's done specifically to Haiti alone, you know, after last night's presidential debate, we don't have any other option. So it's either Hillary or Trump. And with all of this, you know, never Killary, are you for Trump?
I'm against Hillary. And see, you're just talking about Haiti, and I'm saying to you, I was in Libya, and I wonder if my friends have all been killed as a result of Mrs. Clinton. I know that Mrs. Clinton is responsible for a coup in Honduras where Black people have been getting killed for the last 8 years. I helped found the Afro-Latin Roundtable to bring about justice for Afro-Americans and Afro-Latinos. The people I know of from Colombia, Black, are being murdered because of Mrs. Clinton, or in part. My friends in South Sudan, she helped put in a man named Rick Machar, who just declared war within the last 2 or 3 days, a rapist, a mass killer. They make him vice president of a country. I can't, if I care about Africa, if I care about being Black, this woman that calls us super predators, this woman who slept with a man who turned his back on the people in Rwanda and in Congo, the people who are for mass incarceration, the people who got rid of Glass-Steagall, the people who did Hope 6 to drive Black people out of public housing, the people who ran the state of Arkansas where Black people have some of the worst living standards in America. I cannot support Mrs. Clinton under any circumstances. Is Donald Trump Malcolm X? Absolutely not. However, in all his failings, he has no Black blood on his hands. Maybe he will get some. But Mrs. Clinton has blood down to her hair roots, and she hasn't even held an office of power outside of where she's been appointed. What will she do when she can run this country? She has promised wars against Russia and against Iran. And of course, she's going to attack Eritrea, and she's going to attack Zimbabwe. we will see more black people die. There is a plan to divide Nigeria into 5 parts. When did this Boko Haram become so powerful? This is part of the Clinton and other people who want wars in Africa. We will see millions of black people die. I mean, we had 500,000 in Libya alone. What do we need from her? What more do we need from her? So Trump, he isn't Jesus, but we certainly know that Hillary is the devil.
So you are voting for Trump?
I am not voting for Hillary Clinton. As I said, I'm going to have a seizure, just like Hillary Clinton will. When I see her name, I'm going to have a seizure in the polling place. And if my seizure goes the way I think it will, there are only 2 names that I'm going to see. I'm going to have a seizure, and I'm not going to vote for Clinton.
Well, with that being said, Dr. Randy Short, I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. We will check in tomorrow. We have other guests as well tomorrow, correct?
I will try to bring someone with me. God bless your audience. Maybe one day we'll be able to have Jean-Jacques Dessalines as president for America. Maybe we'll be blessed for someone like that, with that spirit, who really knows how to fix things up. Maybe we'll be blessed with Henri Christophe. So we will have a fortress of peace and prosperity. God bless your audience. One day, Haiti will be free. Black Americans will be free. Africa will be free. And Haiti will be the brightest star in that sky.
Thank you. Love you and appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day today. Really quickly, I want to get to some of these comments that we've been missing out on while Dr. Randy was speaking. Oh, I just blocked somebody and I didn't mean to, baby. I don't know who it was, but my apologies. Oops. Where did we start? Here it goes. What does the shirt say? Oh, he brought up Eritrea, and this is actually for those that are currently on Facebook and YouTube, or those that will go look later. The shirt that I am wearing is of the first church in Ethiopia that was made out of one stone. So they carved this entire church out of one stone, and it still stands today. I can't wait to go to Ethiopia and go see this church. I can't think of the name of it right now, but somebody's going to hit me up and tell me. I won't even ask the question, can it get everything worse? This is political debacle. Never really believed in the process, and now this. Off topic, but I wonder why Disney is so interested in purchasing Twitter. Things that make you go, B from Tennessee said, after the earthquake in Haiti really got taken advantage of, from the Clinton Foundation to the United Nations bringing the disease. I remember that madness like it was yesterday. LeBron said, why do they never talk about organ harvesting that went on during the man-made earthquake and disaster relief? Where is all the money? Why is Wyclef still breathing? Oh, Lord have mercy. After selling out his own people. I know he's going to mention the UN did Under the Cloud and bring aid, but they did anything but that. Rick, I think I just made Rick blocked. Rick, I'm going to try and unblock you, baby. I don't know what I did or why I did it, but my apologies, and I'll try and fix that immediately. Taken advantage of is not the word. All of the property that has been sold to private companies that the Haitian people would never benefit from. Miss G said Haitians have really suffered under the U.S. rule, but let Hillary tell it, they're striving. Marlene said now the former president is back on the stage. Sweet Mickey, a joke. Look him up, dressing up like a drag. Hold on, Sweet Mickey dressing up in drag. Are you serious? He better not be. Hillary is a joke. Front said, I went to Haiti 6 months after the earthquake and saw ruins. One hand washed the other. No. There was a lot more that was said. I'm sorry. I went 2 years later and saw basically Club Med in most of the former thriving areas. Was at the airport coming home and saw I'm looking at a passports of businessmen from all over, such as Jordan, the UAE, and a lot of countries who went in for oil, one hand washing the other. Rick said Haiti is turning into a moneymaker for everyone but the people. It's not a secret, but we're allowing it. V from Tennessee, do me a favor, send me a message on this open chat to unblock Rick Alex. Levon, he has blood on his hands. He is a European land thief. Trump steals the land, the Clinton steals the resources, and they both are arms of the same body. Jamie Foxx said, that was so bomb. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate y'all. I can't believe this is really real. Like, I am in complete and total disbelief. I can't believe this is our current reality. I'm writing in Bernie Sanders. I know he has more of a foot up than John Fitzgerald Johnson, and right now there's Gary Johnson. So right now, as a independent candidate, there is an individual by the name of Gary Johnson. He's a white dude. That is not who was on our show. That was not who I was in support of. That was not who he. John Fitzgerald Johnson is a black militant that white people love because he's so honest, he's so truthful, and he comes from the era of the civil rights. I personally, I'm going all the way with Bernie. Like, I can't. Do you remember that YouTube clip of the chick? She's like, I can't. Go away, baby, because I can't. And that's how I feel. Last night, I'm so frustrated. I'm so aggravated. I want to move, but I love the freedoms that I'm afforded in this country. I believe it is hell either way we go. It's going to be hell with Hillary, and the reason why I feel like it's going to be hell with Hillary is because she knows how to navigate throughout the system. Hillary has been in this system for so long. For crying out loud, the broad lie to the United States government, lied to the United States citizens, lied about her server, lied about her interns, lied about her employees, lied about deleting emails. She lied about all of these things. And then sat in front of the biggest court in the United States and said, well, I didn't think I did anything wrong. And she's running for president. She knows how to navigate her way through the system. She knows how to make everything work the way that she wants it to work to get the desired results. Like, I'm scared because one of the things that Dr. Randy Short just said was if she was able to obtain all of this without holding political office, can you imagine what she's going to do when she's able to write an executive order? Hillary Clinton scares me more than Donald Trump. I'm not voting for Donald. I don't like Donald. I think giving Donald nuclear codes is like giving a child a gun. I feel that way. Giving Donald nuclear codes, making him president, is like giving a 3-year-old a gun, talking about don't shoot nobody. And I feel like giving Hillary presidency is like giving a racist presidency. Go on and just be president. Watch what's done. Continue on Obama's legacy. What legacy? Well, Taylor, what about the jobs? What about this? What about that? Somebody please strangle me. Because I can't. Where's Jay-Z at? I can't believe this is life. This can't be life. It's got to be more. It can't be love. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I pray to sweet baby Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Krishna, the holy sacred cows of India. I'm praying to everybody. I really hope Bernie Sanders rolls out of bed one day and just stumbles upon YouTube and says, listen, gotcha. Now that you're awake, like the last day, he could wait until November 7th and people would still vote him in. Like, yes, thank you, Bernie. Bernie, we're waiting for you to say, yes, I will take it. If you pass me the baton, I'll take it. That's all we're waiting for. That's all we need. I will take the baton if you pass it. Because I believe the millions of Americans that are out here that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, they will come out. Right now, nobody wants to vote. Nobody wants to vote. Nobody wants to have their voice heard, and nobody cares. Good rising, Kali alive. I'm so sad. I'm super fantastic, but I am so sad. This is real life right now. And people are joking and laughing like this ain't a joke. This is real life. 4 years is a long ass time.
Unfortunately, I have to disagree with you, so I hope that doesn't put us down.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you. First of all, number one, Bernie cannot be the president. He did not get the vote. The people voted for Killary to be our representative. I'm a Democrat. So that's number one. So writing in Bernie doesn't make anything better because Bernie cannot hold office at this moment. So that's number one. So, but that's your right. You have the right to vote if you want to vote for, and I respect that. Number two, you want to talk about Killary. Listen, Hillary is not perfect. None of us are perfect. And what the hypocrisy of our democracy is that we sit there want people to be perfect. Hillary made mistakes. Obama made mistakes. All of us made mistakes. But you got to look at the overall picture. Hillary is not going to be perfect, and no one ever is going to be perfect. But you have to realize that in order for this country to move forward, you need someone who has the country best interest at heart. Killary does that. I mean, she's not perfect. Yeah, she lied. I lied. You lied. We all lied. I mean, it's a big deal, but you know what? It's a part of politics. But look at policies. Look at what they have done. Okay, she is a part of the Obama administration. We got Ben Laden. Hillary is a part of that. The big deal, we got it. Hillary.
Do you know the history of Bin Laden? Do you know that he worked for us? Did you know that we put him in that position to be the biggest? Where's his body? How you dump a nigga in the middle of the damn ocean? Yo, my people are so uneducated. We're so uneducated. We're so lost.
But listen, you have to try. You trying doesn't mean you're going to be perfect, but you have to try. You mean Hillary has been in the trenches. Now, you're telling me that you on the radio for X amount of years and you've developed how to maneuver the system. Now that makes you trust that now, 10 years from now, they're going to say, no, let's not give Tayla the big job at ABC because she's been in big city for 10 years and she knows the ins and outs. Now, let's give it to someone who does know what they're doing. That is wrong, sister. Hillary has been in the system and she knows things. Does it mean that everything's going to be perfect? No. But she knows the ins and outs of how politics and how to run this country.
No, people agree with him. I'm not cutting his mic. People agree with what he's saying.
She's more qualified than anybody because she's been there. Now, that's not a bad thing. I don't know why people make a bad thing because she's been in the system for a long time. It doesn't make it a bad thing. It doesn't make it a bad thing, sister. It doesn't.
I understand. Thank you, baby. I love and appreciate you. And I hope you have an awesome day. And I understand cognitive dissonance. And if you don't, please look it up in Black Law's Dictionary. Because cognitive dissonance is a real thing. And it's something that my whole people suffer from. My people perish for lack of knowledge. And I wish we would just do a little bit of reading. We'd educate ourselves on a little bit of history. Just a little bit. What Dr. Umar Johnson say? Just a little bit of collaboration gets us a little bit of work. A lot of it of collaboration helps us move forward a lot more than that little bit. But we're not educating ourselves. We're not reading. We're not mindful. Good rising, Kali, you're live.
So, but I'll just call it because I was calling about like Killary being in politics for so long.
Hold on, 5 seconds. I just want to say that I miss you so much. And I missed your voice, and it has been so long, and I have not forgotten about you, and I love you so much. Okay, continue.
Yes, but checking for somebody that in politics so long, and you barely can see a change even this. And if you check, Lehman Brothers and all them big banks that got bailout that pay like $500,000 to the ticket fees. So yeah, we got two choices, and both of the choices basically evil. As I say, vote for the lesser evil, but I bet it's not voting at all. But Killary is not as good as the color make it out to. What's her policies to help us? If it wasn't for Bernie Sanders, you wouldn't even think about the college, like having kids with college education and everything. Basically, she just riding a wind that she gets from somebody else, but she's not really down for the movement like to a better help America. She's there for the bankers. Nobody will tell me you're there for the bankers. And what did they do? They had the war against Gaddafi. They had how many wars around the world?
the tax happening. Like, she basically followed the same thing, the same script they're gonna read. But not getting me wrong, I'm not saying vote for Donald Trump. Donald Trump was because last night they just proved he ain't paying no federal taxes. So how can we have both of them people, and how can we have a two-party system? It will always have corruption because the bankers and them have more money than us. When they give Hillary 500 grand, none of us are giving Hillary 500 grand or Donald Trump. So basically, it's a rigged system. So as I said, we did get Bernie Sanders, it would have been better, but we didn't get him. So whoever want to vote for one of them, two people out there, they can vote for them. But I decided to abstain from it. So presidents are picked, not elected. We don't elect them people. They already pick who is the president, and the president gonna be Hillary, whether we want it or not. So that's what they pick. Have a nice day, Tayla, and I'll hear from you another time.
Good rising. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Did you know that was an old school black hymn from back in the day? I didn't know that. You know, reading teaches you a lot. Recently learned that nobody knows. The first time I ever heard that was in The Lion King, when the bird was in the cage. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Caller's absolutely right, though. President's already been picked. So I can sit here and try and get this itch in the middle of my back and do all the complaining in the world, but it is what it is. 4 years is a long time. We need to understand that our local elections, because we might not have any control over this, federal presidential election, but we have control over our local election, and because y'all asses didn't get out and vote, we have some of the most detached individuals currently sitting at the table. I'm finna bring a folding chair, because I'm sick and tired of this. I'm so sick and tired of this. Once upon a time, those politicians were people that were tired of what was going on in their community. It wasn't veterans, people that were politicians for 10 years. It was people that had no experience, that were sick and tired of being sick and tired and wanted to change some policies. I'm going to go ahead and take these two last calls. Baby, I need a hug. Somebody need to hug me today. Good rising, caller, you're live.
Good rising, it's me.
Yes, baby, it's you.
So I don't usually call, but this is on my mind because I find this to be a little heated, although I'm a young 28-year-old, and I see what's going on and how it used to be and how it is now. And the caller that called before this caller saying that, Hillary is more qualified, Hillary is this. After Hillary called my black people, my skin color, super predators, that was it for me. Because if you're going to run a country that's almost going to be full of more black people than white people soon, how can I trust you with myself, with my family, with the people around me? What are you going to do that's going to really change our future? Whether she's Democrat, whether she's part of Obama, because look at Obama. For me, I feel like he hasn't done anything to me. I feel like when something happens, when someone gets shot, when the black people are getting,
he ain't said shit. He ain't said shit.
I don't see him doing anything for us. I don't see him speaking for us. I don't see anyone standing behind us. I'm also Haitian, and I know the Clintons have destructed Haiti in the worst way. That's another reason for me. I find it hard to vote. I'm really going to sit there and try to vote for the lesser two, for Trump or Hillary. Like, I just don't understand how black people say, well, she's more qualified, and she's this, and she's that. How do you feel that? You're a super predator to her.
So let me ask you a question. As a Haitian American female, 28 years old, I love you, baby. I love your spirit. Who do you feel yourself voting for? Who do you feel like you're going to vote for, knowing what you know?
To say that I'm going to vote. I don't feel it in my heart. I don't feel it in my heart. I don't see me, I know you always say, go and write in President Johnson or Mr. Johnson and him and vote sometime. That would be nice, but I know nothing's going to happen. Why am I voting when nothing's going to change? people really think there's going to be a change. What change do you got? What the presidential debate? What did you feel that she said that was going to help you as a black man, as a black woman, for you to say, well, she's better than the left too. She's more qualified. How so? How do you feel that as a black person? Like, we go through this stuff every day. We're going through this and that and this. Now even Obama is standing behind you. You think Killary is going to stand behind you? You think there's going to be a change? I personally can't say that I'm going to vote because there's no way I will be signing in Killary. I don't care what these people are saying. I find black ignorance to be at an all-time
high.
Like, black people are being so ignorant to their own selves. You know what I mean?
Cognitive dissonance.
I mean, if we all sit together and said more than this amount of black people will not vote. Like, there's not enough votes to cast for a president. Like, black people can't stand together. They can't put themselves together in the same box in order to make change for our own selves. They feel that they need a president. What president? What do you feel has changed? We have Obama as a black president. What did he do for you? We got black young men, boys. You know, there's no changes. The police are killing you left and right. And you feel that Hillary is going to be your savior? Black ignorance is at an all-time high. That's my main thing.
I love you, baby.
When she calls, it's really sad. It's really, really sad for them to feel that way. So I just have to call and really just put that out there because it's an emotional thing for me. You know, I don't understand how black people can feel this way and say, well, we have to choose. Well, you don't have to do anything. Can I really do anything for you? That's black ignorance at its all-time high. I'm from Florida, and I have to say that people in Boston, sometimes they confuse me with how they think and how they do things. I know I'm from the South, but our mindset is completely different from people up north. So I don't know if that's one reason, but I just wanted to put in my input on that this morning.
Thank you, baby. Love and appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and take this last call. Good rise and call you live. Good rise. So we have two more callers. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Sorry,
It's you. Go ahead. It's you. We can hear you.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a little concerned because, like you said, people don't read. We're so caught up in what we're being fed that you're not really doing your own investigation to figure out the stories that they're not showing you. There's so many things going on right now that people have no idea about. This is not an accident that it's Hillary and Trump. This is not, because more people voted for Hillary or voted for Trump on the Republican and Democratic side. It's all a joke. People want to really figure out Google the bicentennial speech from Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall, okay, the Chief Justice, this was a man on the Supreme Court that was in the system, so I mean, okay, the Chief Justice, you're at the top of the judicial system. There is no higher than you. And read that bicentennial speech and see what he had to say about the whole Constitution and everything in the United States, and you'll see what's really going on. None of this. It's just like you said. This is like the Matrix. Do you want the red pill or do you want the blue pill? Which one do you want? But people are just sleeping around. People are still sleeping, and nobody really wants to do the work because they think it's too much work. It's not too much work. It's your life. What's your life worth?
It's everything. It's everything. And we're not. Thank you, baby. Love and appreciate you. Last caller, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Good rising, baby. Alive.
Good morning.
Good rising. Go ahead and shut your radio off for me, baby.
Yes. So the caller before, the lady before, the gentleman that just called, I mean, I don't know what, the one that said she's from Florida, I don't know what she's talking about. Like, I have no idea. Did she say, no, she's not going to vote because her vote doesn't matter? This is what's wrong with people. You know, I'm not going to vote because
Watch
my vote
this.
doesn't matter.
Mr. Keith Lamont Scott did not have a weapon in his hand. Watch this video.
You're not going to vote for Hillary Clinton. Who are you going to vote for? You mean to tell me you're going to vote for Donald Trump or not vote for Hillary Clinton? Because Donald Trump gets your vote over her? After all this stuff, Hillary Clinton young like that. People went around over and over.
There's nothing in his hand.
Something about but Revolution.
He had nothing in his
We're
hand.
talking about young black men
Did
killing
y'all
young
see
black
that?
men, which is still going on in Chicago. Look at that. Nobody's talking about that, right? You don't need no mention to the thing. I don't know what she's talking about. Florida.
Nothing in his hand.
I love you. I appreciate you. Right? I have no opinion right now. My heart hurts. My heart's heavy. I can't believe this is real life. I'd at least appreciate just one candidate. Just one candidate worth the damn. It is what it is. They already picked the president. Hail Hillary.
And it's like, what if they come in and try to take us off, and besides that, everybody should have water. I mean, God gave it to the land, and we have right to it. He didn't give it to the United States.
I am so, like, I'm ooh. This is not real life. This is real life. This is really real life. And I'm trying to understand how every single last one, somebody just tagged me in this video of Keith Lamont Scott that had no gun. He just got out of his vehicle, took about 5-6 steps backwards, and then was killed. And then falls on the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and post this. TaylaAndre for those that are currently on YouTube. I want to cry. I want to cry. Why can't the good prevail? When does good prevail over evil? When does somebody with a good heart have the opportunity to do right by people? In the midst of all of this darkness, where's the light? Who's the light? Let's turn back. Where they at, though?
It's nothing new. Our people been fighting for generations now. We've been here. We ain't going nowhere. People need to wake up. This ain't about money. It's about the future generation. It's about the children right now. Shout out to you. Silence while they take the lives of our brothers and sisters and partners. We will not turn a blind eye to the murder.
I gotta go ahead and shut that off because YouTube will not allow me to play it. I actually can't even let the headphones hear it, because then they'll go ahead and make a claim. I thank you. I love every single last one of you. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm all the way pissed off. I'm feeling some type of way, and it's raining. And if you know me, you know I don't even get down with the rain like that, let alone get down with this bullshit. I'm down to move. Was it Libya? Who's taking black people? Who has land for black people? Can we move? Can we please go one together? Can we all move? I can't believe this bullshit. And this is really real. And my people perish for lack of fucking knowledge. My dude had cognitive dissonance. Hillary is a saint, and you can't judge her for her past. If you don't like to read, go back and watch 3 or 4 videos when Hillary was a youth-dim. Go back. Go back when Hillary was being interviewed on the rapist that she got off. Go back and watch that. Go back and watch the actual Super Predator video. Go back and watch when her husband was senator. Go back and watch when she was the first lady. Go back and just watch who the hell Hillary Clinton is. Do I prefer fucking Trump? Hell nah. Hell nah. Never. Never Trump, never Hillary. I'm writing myself in.